Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode in my classic career mode here today around Silverstone. This is the second British Grand Prix of the calendar. Hope you all enjoyed the previous episode, because I certainly did it. It was quite an entertaining race. Seeing a different winner in this classic career mode for the first time in Jack Villeneuve, my teammate, so that was quite interesting. But there's the grid for the Silverstone Grand Prix, and I will now hand over to the grid presentation for the Silverstone Grand Prix. Here we are then on the grid for the Silverstone Grand Prix. I wonder what we can do today then as the 5 green lights come on now. It's 4, it's 5. Just like to have another go here for the Silverstone Grand Prix. We get off to a good start. Coulthard is just bogged down like an absolute bogger. Don't know what that means. Anyway, coming up to the first corner now, we're now going to go around the outside maybe of Irvine. No, they managed to keep it in there. They're all over the back of Mansell. Mansell is under a lot of pressure. He's trying to go around the outside of Irvine now, and our teammate Villeneuve taking it very cautiously. Irvine just cuts across us there, and we now stay in fourth for a while, but we now have Schumacher coming down our inside. I think we can now go down the inside of Irvine there as he gets a poor exit off that corner, and we are now into third place behind our teammate. So this should get quite entertaining, this Grand Prix, because I remember it quite rightly that Villeneuve and Irvine had a lot of pace in this race, but Villeneuve has really messed up Magnus and Beckett's there in Chapel, and now we are now side by side with him down the Hanger Straight or the Wellington Straight, I can't remember. But coming down now, down the inside into Stowe Corner, and we have got second place for the Silverstone Grand Prix here as we now chase after Nigel Mansell. And moving on to lap 3 now, obviously setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, so you know, obviously seeing as it's the second lap, but really gaining on Mansell now. He must have a problem with his engine or something, because he's going really slow in a straight line at the moment, and I really don't know what it is. But as you can see there, my teammate is still right behind me, so I've not pulled away from him. And as we now have superior straight line speed apparently to Mansell for some reason. I'm really slow in a straight line, as you can see there. I've already passed him before I got to the corner, and that's first place for the Grand Prix. So moving on now to lap 5, coming through Cops Corner now. As you can see in the top left there, Mansell is really under pressure now from our teammate. Our teammate managed to get past him into Maggotts and Beckett, so well done to him. And then on the exit of Maggotts and Beckett in Chapel, I think Irvine manages to get past him as well. So Mansell must have a really big issue in this Grand Prix, but I don't really know what it is, because he's really slow in a straight line. Whether he's in lean or not, I don't know. But as we have our teammate going down the outside of us here, could we possibly hold it down the inside maybe? Which then turns to the outside for Brooklyn, I think this is, I can't remember. But unfortunately now, we've lost first place, and Villeneuve has gotten that position. Moving on now to lap 7, coming down either the Hanger or Wellington Straight, I can't remember which one it is. We now have Irvine trying to go around our outside. Can he possibly do it? Can he hang it around the outside? No, he decides to back out, unlike our teammate who held it around there. So it's big kudos to him, by the way, because normally the AI on this game don't really hold around the outside or anything like that. But as we now come down the other straight in Silverstone, we now have Irvine going around our outside, but we are in lean because we are pitting this lap, so I decided to let him pass anyway, seeing as we were pitting. And as we now drive into the pit lane, obviously Villeneuve, who was our teammate, stays out, and Irvine as well. So this has been a pretty hectic start. I mean, I'm not running away with it this time, you'll be pleased to know. And I am having some challenge up front, which is a nice change, you know, because normally, as soon as I get the lead, to some of the people who have watched this series from the beginning, normally I get the lead and I just run away with it. But in this race, like I said, Villeneuve and Irvine have had a load of pace all of a sudden. I don't know why. Like, Villeneuve won the last Grand Prix, and I don't really know how that happened. But anyway, coming out the pit lane now in 7th place behind Capelli, and Mansell is now behind me, obviously. It's a long way behind me actually, so I really don't know what's happened to him there. And we are now coming down the pit lane now. We are going to jump Irvine, and I don't really know where I don't know where our teammate is, but we've jumped Irvine anyway, and Coulthard is now in 3rd, and Mansell has jumped up to 3rd now. But the gap after the pit lane after the pit stops is 1.3 seconds to Irvine. So, and 4.1 seconds furthest from Mansell. Wow, he got that quick. And as you can see there now, 3 laps later, I think, Irvine is now caught right up to the back of us here, and we're now going to go round the first corner, then the second corner, into the farm curve, I think it is, or Abbey, I can't remember. And Irvine sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, so he's on one today. I don't know why, but he is on one today. And as we're now making a mistake of that corner, we're now coming down either the Hangar or Wellington Straight. I'm sure some of you will correct me in the comments down below. But he's now got a run on us down the outside. Is he gonna down the outside? And he's got the move done there, unfortunately. But we go around the outside of him here. Can we possibly hold it around the outside? We're in gear 1. He's probably in gear 2. We've gone round the outside and we've made it stick with superior traction. What a battle this is turning out to be. But moving on to lap 16 now, we are now coming in for our final pit stop of the Grand Prix, I think this is. So Irvine is still right behind us, you can see there. So I'm not having this all my own way. But you know, it's nice to have a bit of a challenge in this race, because normally in some of the old races I just run away with it and it gets boring. You know, all I show you guys is fastest laps after fastest laps, because I just keep on getting quicker. But this is what I'd like to see from this career mode every single race. And you know all those boring races that I've had, I apologise for. I just can't help it, because the AI is just so slow around those tracks. I don't know why. Anyway, now coming out of the pit lane, we are now 4th, maybe 5th. Yeah, we're dropped down to 5th behind Schumacher. Mansell is still behind us, but a lot further behind us now. As we cut onto the next lap now, we're going on to lap 18. Irvine is now in the pit lane, and I don't think he's even left his pit box yet, and we're passing him. So that is the lead again of the Grand Prix for us, as we now cut on to the end of lap 18 on 19, running a bit wider as we set a new fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And Mansell is down to 2nd, and Irvine got jumped by Mansell and Prost. So he's not had the best pit stop there, as we set a new fastest lap of the Grand Prix of a 1:34.4. And now it's starting to rain. I didn't actually get a radio message about this, that's why I never showed you the radio message. But setting a new fast lap of the Grand Prix again. And coming up lap 20, the last lap now, setting a new fastest lap again, I think. Yep, a 1:33.8 again. But as we now come around the final 2 corners now, we are going to take the win in the 2nd British Grand Prix of this calendar. We have now won both of those British Grand Prix on the calendar. Job well done. So then, here is the final race classification then. I finish 1st, 11 seconds ahead of Mansell, is that? It says 11 seconds. And obviously he had a massive queue behind him of, well, up to Schumacher there in 6th. So he really didn't have the best of races. I don't know why. I think he must have had a problem, because he was going really, as you saw when I overtook him, he was going really slow. And unfortunately, you see at the bottom there, our teammate DNF'd. I don't know when that happened. I'm assuming it was before the 2nd pit stop or the 1st pit stop. I can't remember. But he's retired, and Ivan Capelli still didn't get any points. Moving on to the driver standings then, we have extended our lead again. 39 points clear of Mansell now with 341 points. And Irvine is still 3rd, surprisingly, with Coulthard closing up to him and Prost closing up to him as well. So the gap is slowly getting bigger with 3 races to go, which are going to be in video form, by the way. I saw the vote that you guys did and you preferred them to be in video form. So I'm not going to do live streams, I'm just going to record them. And yeah, moving on to the constructors then, hopefully in a minute. It should be in a minute, there we go. We're still 54 points ahead of the other Williams team, but hope you did enjoy this episode. Please leave a like and a comment, and I will see you next time for the Canadian Grand Prix. Goodbye.